Hi there. On weekends, we do reruns so that yours truly can take a couple days off. Look for a fresh new episode on Monday. Meanwhile, please enjoy this episode for this day from a previous year. I thank you so much for your indulgence and loyalty, and have a great weekend. Hi there, and welcome to this day in history for January 21st. January 21st is the 21st day of the year in the Gregorian calendar, with 344 days remaining to the end of the year, 345 in leap years. Today's word is scotoma. Scotoma is a noun that means a spot in the visual field in which vision is absent or deficient, a blind spot. Sometimes migraines are preceded by a visual effect called a scintillating scotoma. The scintillating scotoma can occur without the headache, and in that case it's often referred to as a visual migraine. The good news is that a scintillating scotoma usually only lasts on average about 15 to 20 minutes, but today's word is scotoma, which means blind spot. This word comes to us through Latin, originally from Greek, words that mean dimness of vision or darken. First known use of the word scotoma, 1822. Scotoma. 1789, the first novel. It's got a long title. It's called The Power of Sympathy, or The Triumph of Nature Founded in Truth, by William Hill Brown, was printed in Boston. What a title. Wikipedia's synopsis says that the characters' struggles illustrate the dangers of seduction and the pitfalls of giving in to one's passions, while advocating the moral education of women and the use of rational thinking as ways to prevent the consequences of such actions. Best way I know to prevent consequences is to not take those actions in the first place. Maybe that's what they were talking about. Anyway, that synopsis sounds like a pretty reasonable idea to me, although let's not limit moral education strictly to women. I think the strong concepts here are recognizing the pitfalls of giving in to one's passions and the use of rational thinking as a way to prevent consequences by way of avoiding practice of such actions. In other words, think it through. Sometimes when I hear people's stories about what happened to them, it has something to do with some action they took, and I want to say, what did you think was going to happen? People just need to think things through and not give in to their impulses willy-nilly. Learn some impulse control. January 21st, 1855 is the birthday of a man sometimes referred to as the father of modern firearms, John Moses Browning. He was born in Ogden, Utah, the son of a gunsmith. A remarkable and insightful designer, his designs were all aimed at improving the speed and reliability with which gun users could fire multiple rounds. He designed guns for over 50 years, and interestingly, since his death in 1926, there have been no further fundamental changes in modern firearm design. Mr. Browning lived to the age of 71. Today's song is Baby Come Back by a group called Player. On January 21st of 1978, Baby Come Back begins its second of 3 weeks in the #1 spot on the Billboard Hot 100. Baby Come Back by Player. Link in the description. And I think that's going to do it for us today. Thank you so much for watching. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. Feel free to share this video with a link in your email, messaging, or social media. If you enjoy this series, you can check out the playlist that contains these videos. I'll put a link to that in the description. That description lives on YouTube, so for other platforms, I'll include the link to my blog page that is called No Really. You can also find me on Rumble, BitChute, and all those links in that description. Alrighty, that's all I can think of right now. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time. January 2nd. The 16th. It's all written in Roman numerals, so I had to translate it. There's a little birdie on my front porch. Hopefully I got that pronunciation close. I have a crystal, a faceted crystal hanging in my window, and the sun is moved around so that it's sending rainbows into the room, flinging happiness all over the place. Alrighty, back to work.